When you're asked to find the zeros of a polynomial function, when it's already written in factored form, you first of all need to understand what it means, what a zero means. A zero represents where your graph crosses the x-axis. These are often referred to as solutions or zeros. Okay? And so if you had something like y equals x squared minus 9, and I wanted to find out where my graph crosses the x-axis, I would replace my y value with 0. Okay, and then I'd solve it for x. And that's essentially what you're going to be doing in this problem. But it's going to be something a little more complicated than that. So remember, when you see f of x, it's similar to y, but it's giving you a little bit more information. It's telling you that this equation is a function. Now remember, a function means that for each input, you get one unique output back. Okay? So we can discuss that some more on another video, but let's look at how this is going to apply to this problem. So for this problem, it says to find all the real zeros of the function f of x equals 4x times the quantity x plus 2 squared times the quantity x minus 6 to the third power. So we're going to replace this f of x with 0. Now we're going to use the zero product property. Now you've used this several times before in the past, and you're going to continue to use this property. And it basically says that if you have two numbers multiplied together, or in this a times b equals 0, then a equals 0 or b equals 0. And or means one of them is 0 or both of them could be equal to 0. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we have three kind of parts to this equation here. We're going to take the 4x, the x plus 2 squared, and the x minus 6 cubed. Okay, we're going to set these each equal to 0. So 4x could have been equal to 0, or x plus 2. I'll write this out, and you'll just this time, and you'll see kind of a little shortcut here. X plus 2 quantity squared equals 0, or x minus 6 to the third power must have been equal to 0. Okay, so here 4x equals 0, we divide both sides by 4, and you get x equals 0. This is going to be part of our solution here. But then you also need to do the same thing here for x plus 2 quantity squared. So that just means that you have x plus 2 times the quantity of x plus 2 equal to 0. And so then technically what you're doing is you're separating this out, x plus 2 equals 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. So you can see that these are just really, it's redundant to write them twice. So usually that's why you just are going to write this when you have a value that's squared or cubed, you're just going to write it once. Okay, and then you're going to subtract 2 from both sides, and you'll get x equals a negative 2. So that's also part of your solution. And now we're going to go to this third part. So you can see here, I could write out x minus 6, that quantity x minus 6 times the quantity x minus 6 times the quantity of x minus 6 equals 0. But that just means it's going to end up just giving me x minus 6 equals 0. And we don't need to do all those redundant parts. So let's just do this one. We're going to add 6 to both sides. You get x equals 6. So your solution is that x equals 0, negative 2, or 6. Okay? So you need all three parts to this to have a correct answer. So let's look at one more example. So here's another equation. F of x equals a negative 3 times the quantity of x minus 7 to the third power times the quantity of x plus 4. Okay, so if we replace the f of x with 0, and now we're going to use the zero product property. Now this value of a negative 3 out here doesn't have an x value, so it's not going to give us a solution. Essentially, you could just divide both sides by a negative 3, and it will then be gone, and you don't need to worry about it. So as long as there's no x out here, you don't need to worry about this value. So really, we're concerned with the x minus 7 equals 0. What value for x will make this true? So you add 7 to both sides, you get x equals 7. And then you have x plus 4 equal to 0. So subtract 4 from both sides, and you get x equals a negative 4. So in ALEKS, you're going to list your answers. They say, to separate them by a comma. So x equals 7, comma, negative 4. That's not a set of ordered pairs. It's just two solutions. And really, this would be